Yesterday, I tried the fake number approach, and this man followed me and my daughter. He followed us.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amaomi aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are talking about how some men cannot handle rejection. Now this video is inspired by a video where the creator came online and she was saying, she saw another video of a married woman saying that when she's not with her husband and a guy approaches her for a number, she would give the guy her number just so that she can make it home safely to her husband and her kids.
Watch the video of this married woman. She said, if a man approaches me and I'm not with my husband, I would rather give him my number and block him because I want to make it home safely to my husband and children. And a lot of women in the comment section were like, yes, I do this because it's just not safe. Do you know, like, this shit pisses me off that women even have to do this simply because men, grown ass men cannot handle rejection. It is very telling how some of y'all cannot handle the word no. I have a boyfriend doesn't work. I have a girlfriend doesn't work. I'm married. I'm not interested. I'm simply not attracted. Doesn't work. And you could lose your life as a woman because you said no to a man. This how y'all raised y'all sons? Ugh. I'm sure when a lot of women get approached by men today, they're not flattered. They're scared. That's sick as fuck. It is so sick how a woman has to do something that she doesn't want to do simply because she wants to make it home safely, because you can't control your motherfucking emotions. Simply because you weren't taught how. Your mama never told you no. The women in your family never told you no, simply because you were the boy. So now that you're a grown-ass man and you're living in the world, you feel like you have access to all women anytime, anywhere, any place. And if they say no, you think you have the right to unalive them. That's sick.
So the creator was really angry that women are having to do that just to make sure that they stay safe because some men cannot handle rejection. She was so annoyed with the fact that some men don't know how to accept no as an answer, and that when women say no to them, they begin to get irritated, they begin to get angry, and then they might become violent. She was saying that some of the reason why they act that way is because when they were growing up, they were not being trained well by their mothers and grandmothers, that a lot of the women in their family probably did not tell them no. So they grew up with that mentality that no woman can tell them no. And when they see that a woman is saying no, because they don't know how to handle their emotion, they get violent, and then some of them might even unalive the women that reject them. Anyway, a lot of people had things to say about what she said in her video.
Watch the video of this married woman. She said, if a man approaches me and
Y'all have to watch her video. Watch her video. It is so true. And I feel sorry for the women who feel like this, that they now have to just give this man this number and then block him later on because, you know, he may be crazy. But this is not nothing new. This is not new. And the other day, this was happening when I was a teenager, a lot. But the other day, when I was on, I was at the platform. I was on the number 4, 161st Street. I wasn't on the 4 train. Let me get it together. I was actually where you exit the number 4 train to go down to the D. So I was in that area, and this woman was walking. This guy was walking behind her, and evidently he must have been trying to holler at her. She just got off the train. She's going down to the D, and he was behind her. She evidently was focused going where she was going, and she didn't give him any feedback, and he started cursing her out, calling her all kind of names. And I mean, the cops were standing right next to me and was cursing out, calling all kind of names. You ain't this and you ain't that. And this is a grown man. That woman she never looked back. She looked back one time and then she just kept walking and she ain't looked back again. Got on the escalator, went down. He's shouting from the top of the escalator. This is a grown man. So now he's walking back. He's passing us, passing the cops, and he's looking at the cops and he goes, yo, I just had to do what I had to do. And I was like, oh my God, you're stupid. It was just so stupid. But this ain't the first time. And one thing I have to disagree with with this video, what she said was about the mothers. Okay, it's not always the mothers who are enabling these young men to not accept rejection. It sometimes it be their fathers. Their fathers be the one telling them don't take no for an answer. Their father be the one not respecting women, not respecting their mother. Okay, and they emulate their father. Sometimes they are looking at what their fathers do, and then they figure like, I'm not. And sometimes it just could be them. They could have the mothers could be telling them the right thing to do, the fathers could be telling them the right thing to do, and it's just their mentality. But I feel it's sad. It's so sad. It's so sad.
I would rather give him my number and block him.
For men that know how to handle rejection well and go on about their day, this is obviously not for you guys. I've tried the no approach. I've been met with aggression. I've tried the um, call, like, I'll give you my number, whatever, and then I'll block afterwards. Gotten plenty of calls, aggressiveness, been cussed out, all those things. Yesterday, I tried the fake number approach, and this man followed me and my daughter. He followed us. I watched him leave, and I was trying to hurry up and get on with the get on because I already know that people are crazy. And before I could get out of the gas station good, he busted you real quick. Had to, because he went back in that mug fast. Next thing I know, that when I looked up in my rearview mirror, he was zooming up behind me. And I'm over here trying to go 80, 90 on a regular road, bobbing and weaving, and this man is behind me going, and I'm trying to hurry up and get as far ahead as I can to get out of his sight so that I can veer off on a random road and lose him, all because I gave him a fake number. And why didn't you just tell him no? Well, because I could get cussed out or killed. Oh, okay, obviously, if I would have gave him my real number and blocked him afterwards, like I said, I've been called from other different numbers, like, why did you block me? Getting cussed out, all of that. So it's like, no matter what approach a woman takes, ain't no playing it safe. Ain't no playing it safe. And it's like, women shouldn't even have to do different little tactics or try to manipulate their words or situations so that they can try to leave a situation safely and make it back home to their family, or in my case, leave with me and my daughter. It just doesn't make sense. I don't understand the disconnect either, because rejection is a part of life. It just is what it is. I've been rejected by me too. Like, and I've never cussed the man out, gotten aggressive with him, tried to hurt him in any way. Like, it's just, oh, okay, and like move on, like just go on about my day. So I guess I just can't seem to understand why it's so difficult for some men to handle the word no or read the room, because a lot of times when women aren't interested, even if they didn't come out and directly say it because they're scared or whatever, their body language says it as well. So it's like, you know when someone isn't interested in you. So it's just sad that it's gotten to a point to where there's all these think pieces on, okay, women, you should do this to avoid this when you have an interaction with a man that you're not interested in, instead of telling men to relax, because it's really not that serious to be up here killing women off because they express disinterest in you. Like, I don't understand that. And to know that someone literally followed me, I'm zooming fast as all get out. Someone followed me and my daughter. Like, that is psychotic to me. That was so scary. That was such a scary experience, because I'm like, if this man catch up with me, he's probably gonna kill me. Because if you're that angry to speed down the road and follow me, ain't no telling what you would do. Ain't no telling what you would do. And it's just crazy to me that we have to have these types of conversations yet and still, because people don't know how to take no for an answer.
Which is me, and I'm not with my husband, I would rather give him my number.
8 years ago, while I was teaching in Ghana, I gave this crazy man my number, thinking that it would make him go away. But instead, he doubled down, called and texted me every day for 3 years after. He said it was God's will that we would be together. And finally, I had to switch over carriers just to get him to stop because I couldn't block him.
Men who cannot handle rejection are a danger to society. Just the other night in Brooklyn, twin girls were out. This guy made advances at them. They turned him down. He ended up fatally stabbing one of them and stabbing the other in their arm. Thankfully, she's okay, but that is so sad. Like, there is no reason women should turn down a man, and she ended up being unalived by the end of the night. Like, there's no reason for that. Man needs to really learn how to accept rejection and move on. But in the meantime, women, we have to just give out our information. Have a fake Google voice number always on go, ready to give out. If you have to, just give out your real number, give out your real Instagram information, and just block them, so that way you make it home by the end of the night, because nothing is worth not having your life over a simple advancement. Even if you got a man, whatever, I'm going to give you my information because you're asking for it, so I can make sure that I make it home safely. Men are so dangerous.
Grown-ass men cannot handle rejection.
So she tells a story about how a married woman says that she'd rather give a man her number and block him than not, so she'll make it home safe. I went out with my girls one night, and this guy tried to talk to me, and I lied. I said I have a boyfriend, walked away, and sat down. This motherfucker had the nerve to interview my friends to see if I was telling the truth. Now, if I'm lying, they lying too. That's number one. Number two, I said what the fuck I said. How you gonna sit there and try to interview my people to see if I'm telling you the truth? Nigga, who the fuck are you? I don't even know who the fuck you are. You don't even know who I am. And you're mad because I'm telling you I have a situation going on? That's not weird to you? You getting that mad over a stranger? It's weird and it's violent and it needs to be addressed. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. She said what she said.
So quite a lot of people collaborated our thoughts and emotions. A lot of people shared their own experience. Some shared the experience of others that they witnessed. A lady was sharing her experience with the fact that she has given some men a number and then blocked, and then she received calls from other numbers and they were saying, why did you block my number? And they were trying to harass her for blocking their number after giving them her number. She said she gave someone a fake number, and when she was driving home, she noticed that the guy was pursuing her, was chasing her with his own car, and that at the end of the day he was angry that she gave him a fake number. Another person talked about the fact that women have to protect themselves because some men actually don't know how to accept rejection, and they are violent because they feel like they should not be rejected. Now, the original creator talked about the fact that she feels like a lot of the men that cannot accept no were not trained properly, and they did not have any female in their family telling them no. Another person that responded was saying that it might not just be the mothers and the females in the family not telling the guys no. The fathers might have also contributed to the fact that some men cannot accept no because they've told them that no woman should reject you, no woman can say no to you, that you are a mini god and the rest. So both of them were saying that one of the reasons why some of those men that cannot accept rejection is due to the parental influence that they had when they were growing up. Now, I quite agree with both of them saying that so many times you see parents indulging their male children to the extent that they become useless, and they have this small god mentality that they feel like everybody should accept what they are saying and they are not supposed to be rejected. Now, previously, what I knew about men not accepting rejection was that if a lady should say no to a guy or refuse to give him her phone number or give him any form of attention. Now, at least in my own country, in Nigeria, what I would say would just be that after they've tried to like cajole the girl and coerce the girl or something, and the girl is not interested, they will just start abusing the girl. They start heckling the girl. They start cussing the girl. Be like, oh, what do you think? Who do you think you are? Look at yourself. Look at how you look. You are not even that fine. Why are you acting? Why are you posing? Why are you thinking that you are the ish? You're not even like a supermodel. You're not like a beauty queen and all that stuff. They might even call the person ashawo, which means prostitute. And like, oh, look at that ashawo. She's just posing. She's just even, who does she think she is? Do you know who I am? Those are the kind of things they will say. But after that, most of them will just leave the girl. But the whole cussing and abusing can be embarrassing and can be very demoralizing. But it was just like a few years ago that I actually knew that you can reject a guy and the guy would look for you and unalive you just because you said no, or just because you say you did not want to date the person, just because you did not give the person your phone number. It was a Twitter thread that actually made me know that things like that happen. I was so shocked. The thread was started by a guy who was talking about the fact that some women will give fake numbers or give number and block them, that they don't understand some things. And the women were like saying that they are doing it for their safety, that there have been situations where people said no to guys and then the guys actually unalived them. I was shocked when people were putting up links to news reports on different cases, and I was like, what the heck? How is it that a grown-up man, not a child, not a baby, does not understand the word no, does not understand what no means? Like, someone telling you no, I cannot date you. No, I cannot give you my number. No, I cannot give you my social media handle is now a problem to you, that you cannot move on, but you need to harass the person. You need to unalive the person. And the fact is, the original creator and the other creator that said one of the things that might have caused those men that cannot accept rejection is the parental influence. And like I said, I agree with that. So many times you see the way people are treating the male child and the female child when they are growing up. There's so much, especially in the African household and even in some Asian household, there's so much importance put to the male child that the female child is just regarded as someone who just take care of the home, who would be basically like a housemaid, and that there's not supposed to be much influence, that the female child doesn't really have much influence. So everything that the guy does, they would support. But when the female child is talking about the difference in attitude of the parents, they be like, you're a girl, you know, you're supposed to just be calm, you're not supposed to shout, you're not supposed to argue, anything they do, just turn the other cheek. If the female children are reporting their male siblings or saying that they don't like the way the male siblings are acting, the parents be like, you know, he's a man, you know, he's going to be a man, you know, he's a guy, and they would excuse almost everything. And that child will now grow up to be the kind of adult that does not understand no, because in his own home he was so entitled and everything he was doing was always right, and his female siblings could not refuse him. They did everything, because if they refuse him, the parents will come and harass them and say, why did you refuse your brother and the rest? And then they meet a lady who is refusing them, who is rejecting them, and it becomes a problem. Now, there's a TikTok trend or something, I don't know, I just saw some videos where some females were saying, in their caption was like, their parents, their mothers, their fathers are calling them to talk to their male sibling to try and correct them. And they're like, when they were growing up and they were trying to correct them, they were always harassing them, the female siblings, that they are being too strict on their brother, they are not treating that their brother is right and everything. Now the brother has developed a lot of behaviors that the parents don't like, and now they're trying to get the sibling that tried to correct them when they were younger to talk to them, to try and correct them now that they are grown up men. And they were like, no. I saw so many comments. Someone was saying that my grandmother fought with her because she was telling her brother, who was 9 at that time, to learn how to, I think, wash the dishes or wash his clothes. And now they're trying to meet her to say something, and she's like, I cannot be bothered. It's not my problem. So that upbringing and the mentality that a lot of parents had and raised their boys is now resulting in men who cannot accept no and are now behaving like their children and unaliving people for just saying no. I don't know what's going to happen to the next generation if the millennial parents and the Gen Z parents don't act right. The situation is going to be worse in the future. Hopefully, the experience that a lot of people are having would make a lot of mothers, millennial mothers and Gen Z mothers, do better, so that the next generation, the generation Alpha and the generation after them, would not experience some of the things that we are experiencing in our own generation. Anyway, I don't know what you guys think about this whole topic. Do you think that the reason why a lot of the guys who cannot take no is because of their upbringing? Have you had any experience, scary or terrible experience, with guys who did not accept no, or who did not accept you refusing to give your number or your social media handles? I would love to hear about your experience if you've had anyone. I would also love to hear about your opinion about this topic. So please leave your comments in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.